Hi everyone, welcome back to some more Bayonetta on Nonstop Infinite Climax. Just gonna go through my play history here. I pure platinum, Temperantia, or Temperantia. I really prefer calling him Temperantia. And I also even platinum Route 666. I don't know what's up with the score for verse 4. I always seem to get a stone award for that aspect. Sometimes. I managed to get a platinum on that once, but I don't know how to do it consistently. I guess it doesn't matter.
Jesus. This is...
My dear sweet child, fear not, for I am watching over you.
I've heard that in the PS3 version of Bayonetta, there's some huge frame drops in this section, which makes jumping over here very, very difficult. Anyway, this is Paradiso, the area of reused areas. Well, actually, for what it's worth, the area we're starting right here, it's the fallen clock tower from the pre-prologue. And I believe there's a reference to the graveyard, the vestibule, somewhere further in. Maybe, I'm not positive, but what point I'm trying to make is that the areas are aligned in a way that it is in fact supposed to make you remember everything you've gone through so far. Maybe. It could just be coincidence, too. Whatever the case, I believe the reason why we're going back to the same areas over again is because we're supposed to... Because if we weren't going to do that, we would have to face the next boss right away. So instead, let's have some areas to fool around in. Because why not? Anyway, I did the halftime of chapter 6, I believe. But I'm not going to be doing the ones in this chapter because there's several more and they would impede the amount of time I would have to spend trying to say things properly here, but it would make it much longer for me to edit this video together. It's already taken me 40 minutes to put these videos together already, and that's way too long. Yeah, I was trying to do this. The first torture attack I used, I was trying to do it on this guy, but I missed both times. Anyway, now that I have the key, I can deal humongous amounts of damage on these guys. Repeatedly parry this guy's attack. Unfortunately, my combo ended. I should have done a torture attack, but I felt like saving my magic. Actually, now that we're here, let's test out the other accessories. I've tried this one. Well, actually, I'm going to explain this one first. Celine's Light. Every time you get hit, witch time will be activated. In normal and hard mode, this lasts a decent amount of time. In Nonstop Infinite Climax, it lasts barely a second. Like, maybe a fraction of a second. So, I wouldn't bother putting this on, ever. Like, you might as well put the Bracelet of Time on. This! I've tried it before. Police Butterfly. Probably the worst accessory, to be honest. You press X and A together. It summons some butterflies. And they take hits for you. Except they only last, like, for a second, so... It's not really useful at all, if you ask me. I could be wrong. Who knows? Infernal Communicator. You summon little devils by using your magic. Let's try it right here. I guess they were supposed to help me while I was attacking the enemy, which I guess I will try, because I've never tried this weapon out before. Yeah. So basically, it's like when you're using your crow form, you throw stuff at enemies by summoning them. Unfortunately, yeah, I figured I wouldn't be parrying that in the proper way. Unfortunately, I don't think this is that great either. So, goodbye, little devils. I don't need you. And there's finally Sergei's Lover right here, which is apparently extremely useful because it divides their character into multiple beings. Not sure how it's gonna work out. Also, Immortal Marionette. I think I described this before. Auto combos for you, but cuts your combo points in half. It might not matter at all if you actually use like the Durga glitch to get super huge combo points. Also, Gaze of Despair, I didn't describe this one before. If you wear it, enemies are always enraged against you. Sorry if I completely screw up describing some stuff occasionally, but I'm not natively English. And sometimes when I think of what to say as I'm describing something, I'm thinking of it in English. And look at this. I missed out on the platinum because I was describing the stuff for you guys. How irritating. Anyway, first staff time right here. No, I'm not doing it. I'll do a video later on describing all the F times, probably. Maybe. Hopefully. Not really necessary because... I mean, I'm going to be doing them in Nonstop Infinite Climax in the video if I do it, so... Most people probably won't do it that way. Like, what they would do is do those F times on normal. And on normal, it's not nearly as difficult. Oh, I forgot. This enemy right here that did he somewhere? No, he is. He has a key, so he attacks like a Nordor. This one. He attacks like a Nordor, even though he's in a plod. Just worth pointing out. Come on. Get dead. And give me your key. The key is useful. Even though it's slow, it deals huge damage and increases your combo points massively. Then again, it's probably not that useful for getting a huge score. To finish this verse, you need to put the key into this globe of sorts. Also, get ready, because... Yeah, platinum, that's what I'm talking about. Get ready, because here comes a part which I believe if you don't take seriously enough, you will get an instant game over. I've never done this before, actually, I think. Huh, I should be careful. So, time to beast within and get the hell out. The golem catches up to you very quickly. And if you want to get this perfect platinum, you need to attack these enemies on occasion. You cannot, I don't believe you can use torture attacks on them, because if you did, you would guarantee get killed. Yeah, that, and all of a sudden this thing. I don't know what was going on right there. I was dodging it. I guess I was dodging it way too early. Anyway, I'm not doing a chapter while game over, so here's the game over sequence for the only time I'll ever show it. And now I'm just going to start this chapter over and get back to that part. Okay. To play it safe this time, I equipped the Bracelet of Time. And I'm probably not going to go for the score. If I can help it anyway. I should probably use much shorter combos, to be honest. Not these super long combos that take much longer to do than normal. Just hit the enemies a few times and you should be fine. Don't spend too much time attacking the enemies. Even if you don't get a platinum on the score, I mean, as long as you're not too concerned. Okay, activate witch time. Thank you. Jeez. I didn't get damaged, but I did get hit. Somehow. From something. You know, you gotta jump right here, and then that's it for this part. It's kind of weird how the snake creature pops out of nowhere to eat you if you fail this. Yeah, you see, I didn't even have to defeat one single enemy to get the combo platinum. Not a biggie. I clearly underestimated the Bracelet of Time. It's much more useful when you know how to use it, like in certain instances, because when you activate Witch Time, you're invincible and enemies don't block your attacks. It's too bad I still prefer the Evil Harvest Rosary though. Oh, actually no, I haven't showed Sergei's lover, have I? Well, I guess I'll show this for the next fight. For this thing, it's just a small section where you turn around the stain this way. Don't do it the other way, there is nothing. There's nothing if you can rotate it the other way, but you don't, there's no like special thing to do if you do that. It just takes longer. No, perfect. It's this part. I love this part. Sarcasm. Actually, that's something I want to mention. Lots of people don't catch it when I say things sarcastically, do they? Probably because of my accent. I do hope that some people can at least infer when I'm trying to say something sarcastically. Anyway, when you open these things, these guys appear out of nowhere. Here's Sergei's lover in action, if I can show it. Yeah, it split my character into two, but we barely saw it, unfortunately, so let me just go ahead and defeat this guy because... Really. Okay, let's do Sergei's lover again. Yeah, it only worked temporarily right there, but you guys get the idea, I hope. It's supposed to be very, very useful, so don't underestimate it. Also, I equipped this is the lightning variant. Of course, it would never be the actual good variant. Just gonna attack this guy repeatedly. Yeah, by the way, every time you open one of those chests, those guys attack you instantly. So, if you're not parrying or dodging the moment you know you're breaking that chest open, you're gonna get hurt. A lot. Part of the major annoyance of dealing with these guys. Anyway, bye-bye. Yeah, that's useful. Unfortunately, he doesn't drop his weapon. What we're doing right now, by the way, is recreating the key with all the parts it has. Fortunately, this enemy doesn't actually attack you when he breaks out of this thing, so he's very nice. He's also the easiest enemy to rack up your combo points on. See, he's called fearless because you should be fearless against it. Although I can understand him being very annoying when he's among other enemies. Yeah, pure platinum again. Maybe I should have done the half time. I could have gotten a platinum on this chapter right away. I'm not sure it's possible to get a platinum if you miss some verses. This looks tricky. It really isn't. Because as long as you jump on one of the platforms, Bayonetta will align herself properly. There's a witch heart in this Umbran chest. I don't know how anyone could possibly miss it. And here's the kinship. Perhaps one of the more annoying enemies, but I kind of like it a lot. It's like it has an attack that if you get hit by it, you can't dodge out of it. I'm pretty sure you can parry out of it, but if you get hit once, you're getting hit all the other times. And it hurts. Even on normal mode. Even on easy mode. It hurts a lot. Yep, okay. So, yep. Dodge just at the last second. There's another one right there, by the way, so don't fool around too much. It's attacking with a cannon there. But yeah, this thing has a variety of attack, but its most annoying one for sure is the one that fires tons of missiles. Anyway, interestingly enough, their corpses stick around after you defeat them, and you can jump on them to go some places. And that's something that most people will not catch when initially fighting against these things. Oh, cool, platinum again. But once you figure this out, and once you look carefully, you'll see that there's enough time all the way over there, and wasn't expecting to find a number and tier of blood right there. Cool. Anyway, to get to this half time, I think you only need crow form, but panther form helps a lot to, like, mince the distance. Yeah. Close the distance is the proper term. There's many cases where I just use the improper term for something I'm about to say, something figurative. Anyway, I'm doing this half time because it's very, very fun. Because you're fighting two Jeans. They're not very tough, but oh goodness, yeah. It's much easier than normal because you only have to fight one. In this level of difficulty, you have to fight two. The good news is that they only have one health bar each. So they're not that difficult. Come on, Jan. You know I won. Saw how cool that was? Shubara parry forever. It's called Shubara, right? This weapon? Or is that the whip thing? I should really learn the weapon names. Oh, only gold because I got hit twice. Well, I guess that's fair. But yeah, this is one of my favorite half times because it's so short and it's always fun to fight John. No, not this. Yeah, it's Shuraba, not Shubara. This is Kulshedra. From what I've heard, Bayonetta 2's weapons aren't as cool as Bayonetta 1's, but I'm sure it's still deliver. I mean, Bayonetta 2 won several Game of the Year awards, hasn't it? I still haven't played that game yet, by the way. Because I'm trying to 100% this one before moving on to the next one. It's going to take quite a while, by the way. The bonus boss fight requires you to get 10 million Halo Rains total, both spent and unspent. But, I mean, I've played this game for almost 80 hours, and I've only got, like, 6 million collected, I would say. Not a lot. Anyway, there's an achievement involving destroying all these tentacle things. You want to pay attention to, like, these tentacles are always set up in pairs. So you want to look at the movement of the two that are stuck together, and you'll be able to get them all for sure. And worst comes to worst, you can always jump. Unfortunately, I missed that one, so I guess I won't be getting the achievement this time. If you miss one of them, well, just return to dial screen and start back from the beginning of the verse. It's no biggie if you missed him, anyway. Yeah, want to defeat that guy. Do not try to jump into... Oh, yeah, Joy's right there. Do not try to jump into the house right over there, by the way. You'll always fail. I forgot that there were 3 of them. Come on. Attacking off screen. How dare you? I should start using dodge offset more often. I've practiced off screen it a bit. Where's the other one? But I'm still not used to using dodge offset, because once you get far enough attacking these enemies, they just can't deal with your attacks anymore. Specifically this combo right here. Once you get past this part, you're almost guaranteed to get at least the next 2 hits in. And it's big damage when you do that. Only a silver, because I didn't use any torture attack and I got hit way too much. There's a secret verse right here by attacking these statues. These enemies, they're just affinities that you're fighting, by the way, not very tough. But if you want to get top score, you want to probably use at least one torture attack. Oh, come on. One thing I absolutely hate is that I use the rush attack way too often. Have I ever shown this torture attack before? I think I have at least once. But it's admittedly rare that I use this one, because I don't like it. It's slower than the one where you kick the enemies into something. Anyway, pure platinum to remedy myself. And this is just a number in treasure chest that I want to show. These statues, even though they're near the other ones, they don't contain anything. Except maybe some power-ups. Temporary power-ups. Actually, should I pick this weapon up? Well, I'll pick it up, but I won't be using it against enemies. All I'm going to say is that if you press the strong button, the kick button, I mean, you can do this, which is very effective in groups of enemies. That being said, you are vulnerable when using it, so be careful. In easy mode, this passage is completely lit up, but in the harder difficulties, there's this part right here where you drop in the center, which is just weird. It's not instant kill if you get crushed here, but, well, it does result in a sort of kind of funny scene with Bayonetta getting squished in a funny fashion. And I just got confused with the way I was using Panther form right there, so I gotta be careful. No point in going all the way around with these. Ugh, what the hell? I swear I was right next to that thing, but I guess not. Time to take some damage. At least it's not dead. Unfortunately, I have to start all the way back over here Fortunately, the golem actually still sticks to the part where you were at, so it's just a matter of walking the way all the way back over here. There, actually landed on the thing this time. Since we're not in the verse, that the damage I took right there doesn't really count for anything. I don't believe trying to attack the golem will do anything, by the way. Don't bother trying to do that. You'll fight the guy later on anyway. Energy. Can always use that, especially in this level of difficulty. There is an accessory that allows you to refill your energy very, very slowly, but I'll probably show it in effect much later on when I'm struggling in a certain chapter. We're nearing the end of this one. I don't know how this is a surprise. I mean, we saw this guy very, very often before. The only thing special about this thing is that it's a no-cult device. It's not an angel or a demon or anything. It's something the witches use for training. Anyway, normally in easier difficulties, you would just use Witch Time to easily attack this thing's orb weakness. I personally recommend parrying this thing all the time and using Wicked Weaves to attack it. However, if you attack the golem itself, you can eventually manage to stun it. One thing I don't recommend doing against this thing, besides not blocking this properly, is getting some distance on it, because its crow form is almost impossible to punish. So it's not fun if you're at a distance. There we go. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna finish this right now. Bracelet of Time. I've got tons of magic and I'm not gonna use it for anything else this chapter. It does carry over to the next one, though. Look at me punishing this guy so hard. Climax. Oh, by the way, this demon right here is a new one that I failed to introduce. But, I mean, he's barely any different from Madama Butterfly. It's just a different type of hands. Failure. Yeah, just punch it. It's too bad that you see the scene later on in the game anyway, so it's kind of lame that that happens. Yeah, we'll be fighting this thing again later on. Spoilers. Total surprise. Anyway, I'm not going to be getting platinum for this, I think. I'm betting silver. Platinum? Seriously? Wow, I thought I took way more damage than I expected. Anyway, there's a number in chest right here. I'm not positive if I can find a number in Tear of Blood somewhere. However, there is something else I have to show that is all the way back at the beginning of this part. Oh, there's the Umbran Tear of Blood. It's right next to the halftime, in fact. So I think to get it, you have to do this. Oh, actually, is it the Umbran Tear of Blood? It looks red. Because I'm pretty sure it is. If I could just activate Crow form, jeez. Yes, it is. Ah, failed to catch it. Yeah, there's no way you can catch it by just wall jumping up this thing, so you obviously have to use Beast Within to go all the way over there. Super difficult to catch this one, jeez. Jeez, how am I supposed to catch it? Hold on, I'm gonna look at a guide. Okay, so from what I've read from the guide, I'm supposed to wall jump off the golem, then double jump at, get as far up as I can, and then use crow form to go all the way over there. So I'm not even sure it's possible to get it as I am. I might have to actually start the chapter over. I'm gonna try a few more times, and then if I can't, well, too bad. Ah, whatever, screw it. Let's just do the halftime. Limited kicks and punches. That one's easy. Even against these guys. Just you and me, buddy. I thought he was gonna stun himself. I'm pretty sure there's one more fight after this one, though. Come on, stun yourself! I could just continuously reflect his stuff, by the way. He's no challenge at all. Look at that. Yeah, do your dance. Ah, joys, of course! Die! Actually, it's just one joy. Very easy in that case. Yeah, the limited kicks and punches half times, they give you way more than you need. At the very least in higher difficulties. Because by then you know the combos. Anyway, the reason why I did the other two half times is because, besides the fact that they're both short, I want to see if you can still get a platinum if you miss one verse. We're going to test that theory right now. Also, goddammit, I really want that Umbra Tear of Blood. Oh, I can't. I think I've almost got it. You can wall jump off the wall using Panther Within as a means to be low enough to the wall to actually wall jump off of them. Because normally Bayonetta can't. Ah. So close, yet so far! Okay, I'm definitely able to grab it. I guess I just have to go straight up next to the window for it to work. In a certain position, anyway. So yeah, you wall jump off this wall. Make sure you don't descend too much. Go directly to the window. And you should be able to grab it. Keep missing for some reason. There! That took way too long. But it is neat that I figured out a way to make it, to catch it even without the golem. Because the wall jumping off the golem is the intended way to catch that Umbran Tear of Blood. Anyway, you go through this passage to the end of the chapter. Do we get a platinum despite the fact that I did not do one of the half times? Yes, we do. Okay. When you don't do a verse, I'm quite positive it counts as a stone ranking. Or something like that. Going higher and higher. Well, actually, this is as high as it gets. Unless you count that tower that we'll visit at the end. Don't think it really counts as higher as Paradiso, though. Yeah, so thank you all for watching. Hope you've all enjoyed this video and hope you all have a very nice day. Next time, Paradiso, A Sea of Stars.